London and Glasgow face off with afternoon live streams of multi-talented Swedish organist Sebastian Johansson at Temple Church, London, and multi-award-winning Scottish organist Stephen McIntyre at Glasgow University Chapel. Good luck choosing. Yeah, but those will be at 2 o'clock European time and 2:10 European time, one right after the other. So let me introduce to you each of those as well. At the Temple Church, London, the talented Swedish organist Sebastian Johansson, who plays all sorts of music from early to very contemporary, will surely play a delightful program on the Harrison and Harrison organ in the Temple Church, London live stream February 12th. That's today, in 2 hours' time. It's at 1 o'clock London time, 2 o'clock European time, 8 in the morning on the East Coast, 5 in the morning on the West Coast. Have I got those times right? Yeah, I do. At midnight down under Australian Eastern Daylight Time. Late night, last night, Tuesday. Sebastian Johansson, he's the resident organist at the Sigtuna Church, which is the oldest church in all of Sweden. Born and raised in the heart of Sweden, Jönköping, which is this, it's a town by Swedish standards, but it would be considered fairly small anywhere else. It's perched on a lake, which is in the middle of Sweden, which is filled with lakes. It's kind of like Minnesota, only worse. Or better, if you like them. Started playing the organ when he was 11 years old. By 2019, he was enrolling in the master's program for organ at the Royal College of Music in Stockholm. He's played around at all the churches in Stockholm. He's played at churches all over Stockholm. He's also played outside of Sweden, but not as much as some other organ recitalists have done. He's certainly worth discovering. Listen, I looked up they don't tell us the programs either at Temple Church or at Glasgow University Chapel in advance. But I've looked at the programs that Johansson has done in the past, and he's done almost archaic, traditional Swedish music, and he's also done the most up-to-date music. He had a concert in which he was playing music by Avicii. Avicii was a DJ who became legendary in Sweden. He achieved Swedish statehood after he died young, as many great artists in popular music do. They renamed an entire arena after Avicii. There's an Avicii arena. It's one of the main ones in Stockholm. Anyway, so he covers the waterfront. But not only that, but I discovered that we have 6 friends in common on Facebook. So if you like me, then go like Johansson and watch him. And check in with the moderator on YouTube and let him know that Access Arts Live sent you, specifically because John Paval at Access Arts Live has 6 friends in common with Sebastian on Facebook, including a terrific up-and-coming conductor, Sophia Winiarski. Anyway, the organ he'll be playing is a Harrison and Harrison, a limited organ, which oddly enough was brought down from Scotland. Since I'm next going to be talking to you about a Scottish organist. But anyway, it's a 4-manual organ complete with 3 32-feet stops. If you know about organs, you know that's great. They brought it was originally built for a ballroom back in 1927, with the inaugural recital being given by Marcel Dupré, the legendary French organist and composer. Then Harrison and Harrison installed it in 1954 in the Temple Church, London. They took it apart in 2012 and 13 and in their workshop in Durham and renovated the whole thing. Now, 10 minutes after this concert begins, but don't worry about it because you're going to watch Sebastian Johansson, right? 10 minutes after this one begins, we're then on to, here, let me show you, let me show you a picture of the 2 of them so you know who you're choosing between. There's Sebastian Johansson looking very Swedish on the left, and McIntyre, Stephen McIntyre looking very young and Scottish on the right. Anyway, so let me tell you about him, about Stephen McIntyre. All right. Multiple award-winning organist Stephen McIntyre, the organist at St. Mary's Episcopal in Glasgow, is the recitalist for Glasgow University Chapel's weekly live stream on Wednesday, February 12th. This is true. This will be at 1:10 p.m. UK time, 2:10 p.m. in Europe, 8:10 in the morning on the East Coast, 5:10 in the morning on the West Coast, and 10 minutes after midnight, Tuesday night, down under in Australia. Stephen McIntyre is Glasgow bred and all of that. He read music at the University of Glasgow, but he's also a fellow of Trinity College London and the Royal College of Organists. And he's won the Sir Thomas Beecham Trust Scholarship, the Limpus Shint and Durant Prize, the Silver Medal of the Worshipful Company of Musicians, etc. And he's done recitals across the UK and abroad. He's regularly heard on radio and television. So this guy is a known figure. The chapel organ was built by Henry Willis in 1927 and most recently refurbished by Harrison & Harrison of Durham in 2005. So there you have it today at about 2 o'clock in the afternoon European time, a choice between the great Swede, Sebastian Johansson, and this Scottish guy, Stephen McIntyre. Good luck making a choice between them. I'll try to get this clip out separately to everybody.